Hey yo, what's poppin', Niner Empire TTC YouTube? Your boy Thizzle. I know it's the off season, and I really wasn't planning on doing any videos, at least until the draft, or if something I thought would be important came up. Well, at least to me, I think this is important, especially if you're a Niner fan. Just found out a little while ago, former wide receiver Freddie Solomon played for the 49ers from 1978 to 85, was very instrumental in our first two Super Bowl victories in 81 and 84. Unfortunately, passed away today, lost the battle to, I believe he had liver cancer and colon cancer. He's been battling it for like 9 months, and he even got admitted into the hospital back on February 4th. So it's something he's been battling for a while, and outstanding guy who was widely regarded in community services, especially in Tampa, which is where he was from. Outstanding teammate, and as a matter of fact, before I end this video, I'll read a few quotes from people that either played with them or even like Eddie DeBartolo. But yeah, this guy apparently has been battling cancer for like the last 9 months, and Ronnie Lott even was saying that our former owner, Eddie DeBartolo, would often take Freddie Solomon to his chemotherapy treatments, and he would sit by his bedside. And Ronnie Lott was quoted as saying he didn't know any owner who would do that, to be by their bedside, to be his friend, be his confidant, and to help him basically what he was going through. So and that says another thing about Eddie DeBartolo. I mean, he loved his players. I mean, once you were in the Niner organization, I mean, you were pretty much family for life. So basically, I guess I'll go and give you some highlights of Freddie Solomon for those of you that don't know him. Like I said, he played on the Niners' first two Super Bowl teams. He was drafted by the Miami Dolphins in 1975 out of Tampa. And again, I said he played for the Niners from 78 to 85. 43 touchdown catches, which is tied for 6th in the franchise with John Taylor for like touchdown catches. 310 receptions, which is 10th all time in the franchise. 4,873 receiving yards, which is 8th. 114 games played, and that's 9th among tight ends and wide receivers. Had a team record in 1983, 21.4 yards receiving, and that record still stands for the 49ers today as receptions per catch, so he still has that record. Was definitely instrumental in the NFC title game in 81 with the catch, when he had a touchdown catch, and obviously the White Clark's the catch, overshadowed that, but he did have a TD catch, and he was a contribution in helping us get that victory. 83 divisional playoff game against the Detroit Lions. Had the game-winning touchdown catch against them. We won 24-23 divisional playoffs to go on to the NFC title game against the Washington Redskins. Has 1,100 100-yard games, and he has the 4th longest receiving touchdown in team history of 93 yards, which was, on September 28th, 1980 against, sorry ATL, but it was against your Atlanta Falcons. And no, it wasn't from Joe Montana, it was from Steve DeBerg. Yes, Steve DeBerg. So yeah, that's pretty much some of his highlights right there. And before I get up out of here, I just want to read you guys like a few quotes from like some of his ex-players, ex-teammates or whatever. This one comes from Dwight Clark. I'm looking at my cell phone. Dwight Clark said, "It's certainly a sad day here, just trying to get my hands around it a little bit because I've never had anyone other than family members. Freddie Solomon's the closest person to me who's passed away. I'll miss him terribly. He was a great friend. He taught me how to be an NFL player. He was very unselfish, with teaching me all the things I needed to know to play in the NFL. My heart goes out to his wife, Dee, and his mother-in-law, Sugar, and my thoughts and prayers are with them at this time." And that was from Dwight Clark. This one is from quarterback Joe Montana. "Freddie Solomon was a dear friend and a great teammate. There was no one who gave more on and off the field than Freddie. The kindness he demonstrated was inspirational to all that knew him and a joy to be around. The warmth of his smile will be forever embedded in my mind and heart. Jennifer and I have been blessed to have him in our lives. We will miss you, Freddie." And I'm going to read one more. This is from our ex-owner, Eddie DeBarlow. "I am deeply saddened by the passing of my dear friend, Freddie Solomon today. My heart goes out to Dee, his family, the 49ers football family, the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, and football fans everywhere. Freddie and I have been friends for 35 years, and he was one of the most gentle and best men I have ever met in my life. Scores of generations will remember Freddie through their children and the youth he's helped over all these decades. I have never met a man who cared so much about the human race, and there will never be another Freddie." And, those were some quotes right there. And me personally, Freddie Solomon, when I started watching football, like around 81, 82, when I started watching the San Francisco 49ers, he was one of the first players. I mean, he was there. He was there, and he was definitely one of my favorite players. I love the duo of Dwight Clark, playing alongside with Freddie Solomon, with Joe Montana giving them the ball. Outstanding guy again. Great. It was really great in the community, both in his hometown of Tampa and in San Francisco as well. And he was one of my favorite players. Like going back to that '83 playoff game against the Lions when he caught that winning touchdown catch. I mean, I was very happy because when he scored that with 2 minutes left, I was like, "We got this game." Little did I know that the Detroit Lions actually would drive down the field and try to kick a game-winning field goal. Luckily, it went wide right, and the Niners held on to win 24-23. It's just funny, because I was 8 years old at the time, and I vaguely remember the touchdown catch, but I remember more of that drive because I was like, "Man, stop these motherfuckers, stop them," And then the Lions missed that field goal, but I just wanted to bring that up. But Freddie Solomon, he, like I said, one of the first players on the Niners that I recognize, with Montana, Dwight Clark, Fred Dean, Hacksaw, and those were the 80s right there, late 70s, early 80s. And, he was an outstanding guy. And, at 59 years old, that's just, too young to leave this earth. And, it's kind of devastating being a longtime Niner fan because he was one of the first players that, I grew up watching and idolizing, even before Jerry Rice got there. And, I think, as a Niner fan, this is the most hurt, that I've, felt of losing, somebody in the Niner organization, since we lost Bill Walsh like 4.5 years ago. And that was very devastating. I like a lot of Niner Empire fans, I mean, I hated that. I hated to see Bill Walsh go, and it was just, a sad couple of days for me because the man that literally helped put this organization on the map, and he did great things for this organization, and he's gone. And a lot of the, I wish he was still here, but that's not how life works. But I feel that it is my job, and everyone in the maybe in the Niner Empire, just like send your shout outs, to like players that you grew up idolizing, and just know your history, know where you come from. And I'm just doing my respect, to Freddie Solomon, and my thoughts and prayers go out to his wife and his family and friends, and and you're gonna be missed, Freddie Solomon, and rest in peace. All right, so yeah, that's it. Freddie Solomon, Daddy 59. So I guess that's it. So I'll give it to next time. Late.